We've completed the first round of our group stage and now we're on to the upper semis in Group A.
انتهينا من الفقرة الأولى من الجروب ستيج أعزائنا المشاهدين، والآن راح نتوجه إلى الجولة الثانية من المباريات.
The competition only gets tougher now for our teams. The first round, okay, maybe you can have a bad game, maybe you can survive, but now you're up against the best in your group, and these groups are loaded.
بما أننا في بداية الجروب شاهدنا فريقين ينافسون على المقعد في الراوند الثاني، لكن في اوريدي فريقين ينتظرونهم في الراوند الثاني وراح نشهدهم الآن في المسرح، معناته هم الأفضل في مجموعتهم وأنت لازم تكون جاهز أنك تواجههم.
Our next team to the stage is the top seed in Group A, and they've been providing a golden age for their organization and their fans. The Rocket League World Champions Team Vitality! Alpha 54, Rado Zen, and the world's MVP Zen. Only 4 months removed from his RLCS debut, and we're already running out of words to describe him. But of course, it's not just a one-man show. He's got the perfect team around him for 3s. Can they do it in 2s as well? We'll find out.
أبطال العالم تيم فيتاليتي وصلوا للمسرح. زي المشاهدين، هذا الفريق استطاع انه يفوز من اصل 37 مباراة في الشهور الماضية، فاز في 35 وخسر 2 فقط، وبرضه فازوا في كل بطولة تنافسوا فيها مهما كانت، سواء ميجر سواء كأس عالم، ومعهم ايضا الاندسبيوتد افضل لاعب في العالم زن. كلهم متواجدين الان وجاهزين يورونكم بيك في راكت ليج، لكن خصمهم تو طالع من فوز 3-1. خلونا نرحب فيهم. رحبوا معنا في المسرح Oxygen Esports. فريق أوكسجين شاهدناهم في المباراة الأولى، المباراة الافتتاحية انتهى فيه المطاف 3-1. كانت متوقع أنها تكون 3-0، لكن جوريس مع أدائه في ال1v1 مع إكسو أيضا، وإيش اللي ممكن يقدر يقدمه في المباراة بالذات في 3v3s، عرفنا إيش اللي ممكن يسوون في هذه المباراة أيضا. لكن قدامك بطل العالم، قدامك الفريق الأفضل، قدامك أيضا أفضل لاعب 1v1 في العالم، إيش ممكن إنك تسوي؟ هذا اللي راح نشهده الآن.
Jory closed out the opening round in convincing fashion, and now Oxygen faces a very familiar foe. Vitality took the win in the qualifier, but that was without Archie, and believe me, Archie is a game changer.
زي ما احنا عارفين فيتاليتي تواجه قدام اوكسجين اي سبورتس في الكواليفايرز لهذه البطولة، لكن الفرق انه اوكسجين ما كان معهم ارشي، الان موجود والان راح يسوي فارق جدا كبير في هذه المباراة.
And now we'll send the teams to their stations as they get set for our first upper bracket semifinal. Zen has won every major event he's played in since joining Team Vitality. Since his RLCS debut, Vitality is 35-2 in the age of Zen. Can Oxygen spring a major upset here at Gamers8? Let's go to the casters and find out.
نصف النهائي في المجموعة الأولى أعزائنا المشاهدين، الآن راح ندخل إلى المباراة. لازم تعرف أيضا إنه زين في كل المباريات اللي هو واجه فيها أي خصم دائما يكون هو الفائز في النهاية، وحتى الآن ما خسروا ولا بطولة من أول ما تكون هذا الروستر. أوكسجين قدامهم مباراة جدا صعبة، لكن أكيد ما هي مستحيلة. على طول مع المعلقين.
Getting started with Vitality versus Oxygen Shamako. You heard the desk talk about it. This one may be a bit stacked against Oxygen, but crew battles, it always presents something a little different. And with how Jory is feeling, and we heard him talk about it in that sit down, he feels confident. I like that.
you gotta feel confident. There's no other way that you should be feeling right now. If you're feeling anything less, then you're doomed to fail against.
Not going to go well.
Exactly. Vitality has been, as Stax mentioned, since they have Zen in their team, they have only lost twice. Twice against only French teams. That's it, okay? So if you're not French, you're not having a good record against them. And regardless, I mean, again, the confidence has to be there in order to be able to do something against Zen and company.
I mean, for Oxygen, that win against Ground Zero was their first win in a while internationally. You think about their wildcard run. They lost to Complexity, lost to Secret, and then lost to G1 before being eliminated. And so this is a chance for a bit of redemption. And you do love that kind of confidence. Archie also exudes that, but also Ixo, who got that MVP against Ground Zero, he's going to be that anchor for this team. He has to be that anchor for this team against this Vitality team that isn't going to give you a lot of space.
I'm glad you mentioned Ixo because he had such a good series before, and if he's able to carry on with that sentiment, with the same playstyle that he was able to put against Ground Zero, then he might be able to do some damage. We were talking about at the desk, right? Will he be able to do those 1v2, 1v3 plays that he was doing against Ground Zero here in this matchup against Vitality? We shall see, but I mean, if he can pull it off, it's gonna be a very big thing for them in this series.
I think that he'll have a very hard time doing 1v anything against Vitality, but you talk about the 1v1, the 2v2. Zen is probably involved in all of it, and you can't count out, though, Radosin and Alpha. You know, some might argue that Radosin had a better performance sometimes than Zen did. I mean, he has had such an impressive season, not just even on Vitality, but also before he joined Vitality. Radosin has had one of the coolest come-ups in Rocket League, and I don't think we talk about it enough, where his journey through Williams Resolve and eventually making it to this Vitality squad and being almost being the center of the team. He does not give you space. Go straight for the ball. This Vitality team, space will be a premium. Oxygen, how will they get started?
That's one kickoff. I thought it was going for Oxygen, and all of a sudden we got a demo, and they couldn't do, you know, what they wanted to do with the ball, just shoot it straight to the net. But still, very even game, only 15 seconds so far. But Oxygen is looking to control the ball a little bit here. It's easier said than done, but I think that's a strategy that they want to go off. They don't want to lose the ball really early. They want to shoot it, you know, at the precise moment, not just hand it over with very powerful clears and booming the ball all over the way.
It was a good move from Jorias on the initial 50, but again, Vitality break that one off back in the midfield. Alpha moving towards the corner. Oxygen easily able to handle that one. Radosin, a good stop in some space. The shot on the back, actually a pass. Now Zen takes it himself and just puts it on, saved again.
It's expected now. I mean, you have seen Zen so often that you know he can make those shots. So Ixo was waiting for the shot for the moment to make the save. He wasn't counting on maybe, no, he's not going to shoot it on the net. He's going to miss. No. He's definitely going to put it on the net or close. So he was ready for that save, and he was able to, you know, get the job done.
Well, Archie getting chipped on his way back to the ball. Vitality already putting the grips on this midfield. That's a much needed clear. They need a little bit more than that. Oxygen collects some boosts. Get a couple of touches. Vitality happily let it come back to their own corner. Radosin will try again. Chance for Oxygen to finally set something up. A touch out, but a little slow on the follow-up. They still get control. Ooh, that's open. Oh, wait, no, he's there. Ooh. Oh, never mind, it's open.
I mean, it's not open, but I'm not going to knock on the door, you know, and make it open. That's basically what Alpha did. Wow, what a redirect.
That's a nasty one. Whew. Has some heat. But that's the difficulty. Right when you think Oxygen finally break through on the midfield, you're like, okay, here you go. But then those follow-ups are a little slow, right? Radosin gets the ball a little quicker in midfield. Your teammate needed just an extra half second to get back into position, and even still, Alpha outplays you.
And then you gotta be careful with the second player going for those 50-50s, because sometimes they can be very awkward for the third player. And that's when Vitality can take a chance, you know, to get the clear, the pass, and the shot on the net.
Oxygen trying to get to the green somehow, but Joria's with no boost, Ixo with no boost. How are you supposed to do it? Nice read from Archie, anticipating that hit down, but they still can't get control of the ball. Alpha, a couple of touches in front. Radosin closing down the angle, forcing Oxygen to hit this ball high. And they've not had the resources for the most part. Joria is on 0 again. Archie the only one with a lot in the tank. And they just can't break out right now.
It's looking complicated. Oh, my
Oh!
God. Yeah, you're talking about breakout, and then, you know, it's their net gets broken completely. It seems like Archie was in a hot spot, and he was waiting. He was expecting the shot, not the whiff. So, I mean, how do you read whiffs, right?
I mean, Alpha faking Archie there was massive. Because he gets the redirect first. So yeah, Archie has to respect it, right? Not another one. And Alpha's like, you're right, not another one. There it is. Bye-bye. Well, Vitality showing you again why they're so difficult. About 2 minutes to go. Still some chances for Oxygen to get reset, but how many chances will they get? They finally get a nice touch here for Joria's. It's no boost, though, again.
Pressure right now from Vitality. I mean, we were expecting this. This is exactly what you expect from the World Championship, but these guys are not allowing anything from Oxygen. Oxygen is really having to work for the clears, not even shooting, but just getting the clears. It's been a odyssey for them so far.
Joria's again. The last 3 or 4 carries Joria's has tried. He's had nothing in the tank to be able to work, and you talk about not being able to get the clears. They're not able to get their boost either. A domino effect here for Oxygen. And even when they're in the green, Radosin is there to just carry it back downfield. It's Vitality in control no matter what side of the pitch they're on.
And the clears from Vitality are so clean, so good. I mean, they're so effective. It's not like pushing the ball forward and that's it, just desperately getting the ball out of the way. No, you see right there, they have another person waiting for the moment to attack, and now Zen keeping the ball forward, keeping the pressure. And it's a constant pressure every single time. Radosinho now with a shot. Oh my God, I thought it was going to be a shot. Tried to make the pass, a drop-down pass, it didn't work, but still, good idea.
Another bunch working here. Oxygen, another boomer towards their half. Oh, and Archie just unable to control it, can't get the bump either. Vitality masterfully moving this ball around the pitch. Oxygen denied again. They don't even give them any chance at it. Chamaco, that one off the post, bounces out. They just get the save.
Just the game being mean, because that was a beautiful shot from Ronaldinho. I thought it was going to be in. It should have been 3-0 right now. Oxygen not being able to do anything, but the impressive part for me is that I don't feel like Vitality is playing that fast. It's just very smart. Every single shot hit that they're taking on the ball is very calculated and going towards someone else. So, you know, they don't have to move fast. They just need to be in the right spot.
I mean, think about Alpha on his second fake that he had. He knew Archie was coming across, decided to fake it instead, and even a play that didn't amount to anything. But you see them shade on the aerial. That's a nice goal for Joria's at the end. It won't get you a win, so meaningless for him.
Wow.
We head on to what do they pick here? What 2v2? Surely you don't pick into Zen 1v1, right?
I don't think so. I think you gotta go with 2v2.
Yeah, Joria Zeke so likely.
They had a really good 2v2 match against Ground Zero. They felt pretty well. So maybe now with one less player on the field, I mean two less players, maybe Ixo can perform a little bit better.
I would love the ego pick. Like, what if Joria is like, no, give me the ball, give me 1v1.
You know what? I mean, I wouldn't be mad.
I love the energy behind that kind of pick. You know, I'd love to see it. I'd like that redirect too.
By the way, I mean, if Jorius beats Sen on a 1v1, it's like a huge boost for the team.
It's not impossible. I mean,
it is not.
Like, here's the thing: Joria Zen, they've only played each other twice in 1v1. One time in a Johnny Boy Show match, which went the distance, 5 games, and then they played in Gamers Without Borders to qualify for this event. Joria's fought back in that game. I think Zen was up 5-2. Joria's tied it up 5-5, but then Zen turned into Zen and scored 5 more. Scored 10 on Joria's in that game. So the latest one,
Are you trying to make a
Joria's
case for Jorius or for Zen here? Because I'm not sure.
I'm saying if you go back far enough in time, there's more of a chance for Joria's. But we know how going farther back in time works in Rocket League. I don't know if that one's going to work for him.
Regardless, I think that they're going to 2v2. That's my gut feeling. There's no way to know until we actually see them on the field. But very good start for Vitality. Again, something that we were expecting for them to be dominant on the 3v3s. And now it's a matter of speculation how they're going to do on the 2v2s and 1v1s.
I mean, you were saying it. They weren't even playing fast. They were just playing smart. And there it is. Jorius did it. Let's go. That's what I like to see. All right.
Wow.
Here we go. Let's watch the master work as he almost gets the air dribble bump, but Jorius just avoids him.
You know, almost doesn't count, okay? so if you almost get it, but you don't, it's still a missed, you know? So that's Joris right there. Joris pretty low on boost. He needed the defense. And that was beautifully for him because now, actually, I thought he was going to get some boost, and no, he decided to attack.
And taking himself to the boost, probably would have got demoed there. Just didn't have enough speed.
Opportunity.
That's a great shot. Zen didn't get a good clear. Jorius punishes him, gets that first goal.
I love it because he forces Zen into awkward position. Zen trying to, cover as much of the net as he can, but it was all Joris. He had, upper 90 to the left, to the right, maybe go bottom and in full. Zen, so many opportunities. He chose the right one and got the goal. And maybe a second one, maybe?
There it is. 2-0 Jorius. Wins the kickoff here against Zen. And that's the thing about the best of 1v1s. Sometimes players need to adjust. Don't think Zen might have to be one of those players, but Jorius said it. He's feeling confident. A great kickoff.
Yes, you don't have to be creative throughout a whole series of 7, right?
Yeah.
You can be very creative on one game and take your opponent off guard. And if Joris is able to do that, I mean, yeah, he might have it. Oh, that's a good shot by Zen.
And Jorius getting caught out here. He gets that initial kickoff win, but Zen recovering. He's able to get back, gets the boost, and a perfect pop out. I mean, Jorius is expecting Zen to play that on the corner a little bit. He's not expecting the pop out. Gets completely caught out.
Yeah, he gets the bounce perfectly over and just moving forward. And then the thing is, not only the bounce, but also towards the net, and precision, and power, and everything else that goes together. It's so many details that sometimes we don't think about. But yes, you got to get them all right to be able to make that goal.
Another good recovery from Zen on the 50. Jorius taking a look at Zen. Puts himself back on the ground for control. Trying to eye him up again. Bull Zen getting back in time, got the recovery. Jorius first on the ball, gonna kill it back to his corner.
By the way, Jorby, I was gonna ask just random question.
Yeah.
Do you appreciate ones more now that you've been playing the grinding the ones a little
Ones
bit
is
more?
my favorite game mode now.
Is it?
Yeah, look at Zen. Oh, Jorius almost got him. Zen squeezed that one in.
That was close. I thought that Joris was able to get in, squeeze in just enough, but Zen was aware. He was very aware, and that's why he, inclined the car just tiny bit, tilted the car a little bit, just to be able to get to use the upper 90 to his advantage.
Love the delayed kickoff here from Zen. Seems square up on the ball, full flip into it. Jorius hits it into him, so he doesn't get matching power onto it. Jorius gonna take his time here. Zen gonna wait. Stay on the ground on the low 50. Decent work for Jorius on the 50. Zen responds with a bump. Jorius responds with his own, opening it up, and he'll take the lead again.
Bumps go both ways, okay? So, I mean, yes, you can give a good bump in the beginning, but you gotta be careful because otherwise you're gonna get bumped backwards. I mean, again, from the opponent, and you see the results here.
I mean, you talked about the little things, right? Jorius sticking low to the ground, forcing Zen to have to play the ball on top of him. He wins those 50s. Zen decides, okay, I'm just gonna bump you out of the way. Then Jorius responds right after that. Just all those little things back and forth. Now Zen takes to the air.
And sometimes you think a bump is stronger than it actually is. Oh my God, that's nasty.
I got him good there. Gotta look from Zen's perspective here. So pops it, perfect pop, sees Jorius, knows he's just gotta get above him. Block the exit, not the entry. Block the exit, find the entry.
That was masterful. I mean, how many times do you actually have to, go through that to be able to learn, okay, so this is a possibility of my opponent. This is how he's gonna block it, and I'm gonna block the block, right? Dunk the block.
And the part of what makes it so good, right, is he locks Jorius into a singular option.
Yes,
you have nowhere else to clear this,
exactly.
so I know exactly where to place my car. Now Zen has Jorius completely beat and takes the lead. It's been close so far. And Zen gets another quick one here.
He does. He was able to, the way he catches the ball, it puts it on front of his car. It's masterful because a lot of times you can end up pinching the ball a little bit too far away and gets out of position, and then you have to restart everything. Like, yes, he was up front, and yes, Jorius was way off position, but if you miss that little catch, that little shot, then it will be all wasted, and he wouldn't have gotten the goal.
Oh, Zen gets Jorius to bite. Now moves quickly. He knows he has it, but Jorius just gets there.
So close.
Zen having to go back. Doesn't want to get off the ball. Jorius pinches it out, and Zen took that boost. He's got to retreat.
Jorius knew it. I mean, yes, the pinch wasn't the best, so there's nothing to do here. Just gonna get some boost, wait wait now for the moment. And I like how the way he's shadowing, you know, waiting patiently for Zen to do something. But again, how much patience do you have, or should you have against Zen?
There's 2 times now Zen's tried to force that ball to the left and get the quick pop in front of the box. Jorius didn't have to work as hard that time. But oh, maybe not what you want. Jorius is happy to wait. Uh-oh, did he just catch him? Oh, he just got there.
Nice.
Good recovery from Jorius.
You know what we're looking right now is how many fakes these guys do without wasting any boost. You know, so they always have enough in the tank to counter-attack or just react to the opponents. That was
Perfect pop. But you're absolutely right. And Jorius gonna get that boost. Can he get control of this ball? Zen, he's been controlling the pace of the game for the last minute or so. Only takes one good try here from Jorius. He's got control now. Trying to make Zen think about it. Tried to get underneath him. Zen pointed his nose down, prevented that ball from getting underneath him. Jorius one more try. Here he is off the ceiling. Lets it drop. Oh, beautiful!
Yeah, you gotta get creative. That's it. I mean, he had all the options, had the ceiling shot. He waited for it for the right moment. Maybe Zen was waiting for the moment he will use the flip, and never did. It just went under. That was a great play by Jorius.
Yeah, with that much space for Jorius, Zen sitting there. When is he going to use it, right? Like, just like you were saying. Zen gets another kickoff. Jorius, tough spot.
Oh, nice.
He makes the grab, but Zen will be first down.
That was a great save because he could have gone for the ball. Oh, he makes the shot on that as well. Okay, that's I mean, from the save all the way to the shot, but the way he saved it, he waited enough so he could bounce it against the backboard, and then how much power he put into that just with nothing in the tank.
Oh, Zen, his car landed and you saw it skirt across. Did not get the landing that he wanted. Now Jorius goes for the delay and he wins it. I think Jorius is starting to feel it. 44 seconds with the lead. Just trying to play the 50, he's got it. Sizing up Zen once more. Zen waiting for the shot to come, actually.
Those 50s are great.
Not waiting anymore.
The 50s by Jorius are great. I mean, he's just keeping control of the ball every single time. It's not going anywhere. You see how close it lands towards him? And Zen is forced to waste a lot of boost in those situations to defend, and then he doesn't have the control of the ball.
Jorius still hanging on to this lead. Zen can't find the ball yet. Trying to find a way.
He's wasting time.
And Jorius has the catch again. Zen might have a break though. Jorius trying to bump him out. And he did. He got the chip.
Careful.
Jorius flipped twice. Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, it's off the bounce. How lucky. What? Oh, does he got one more here? Hang on. He lets it bounce.
One last shot.
Jorius got the challenge. Zen's over him. Oh, he can catch this, right?
He can't.
Oh, he missed the catch. Wow. Jorius taking him down in the best of 1v1.
I love Archie's face. You know, he was smirking with that one after that game. Wow. Excellent. I mean, we said it. You were saying it more than me. You were saying it's absolutely possible for Jorius to take down this one. I wasn't expecting it to be so smart, so calculated every single time. You know, that last part after he was able to tie the game at 4, it was masterful from that point over.
That was no-nonsense game from Jorius. Really focused on just winning the ball, winning the 50, not really focusing on quick breaks. That was the only time that he really got caught out.
Yes.
Zen made the rest of his goals work for him. And then Jorius, I mean, that one from Zen as well.
Great.
Really tight game overall. And this one from Zen got the block on him, creating those opportunities. But then Jorius catching Zen out on a rare mishap. Zen, I don't think I ever see him make errors like that. Well, and that one is just, that's the difference maker.
That's the pressure. You're feeling it now. I mean, why else will... I mean, actually, he did make an own goal at Worlds, you know, at one point.
Right.
So
he hasn't lost the series,
human.
so,
He's human.
You know, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, okay.
But now we go back to 3v3, and Oxygen were completely dismantled in that first game. So what's got to go right for him, Chamaco, if this 3v3 is going to work for Oxygen?
Maybe let Jorius cook a little bit more, right?
He had no boost the whole time, though. He couldn't cook. You can't cook when you don't got gas.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see if they manage to get better clears this time. And again, find your teammates on the clears. Keep control of the ball a little bit more. Don't hit it just for hitting it, which I think was a problem. Because again, the pressure from Team Vitality was so huge, was so apparent every single time. So you were forced to hit the ball and that's it. But if they manage to make more out of the clears, then they might have a better chance against Vitality.
Oxygen already Really facing the same thing they did last time in 3v3, which is Vitality control the ball, and you just get to be on the pitch with them.
I like the bump. They hit Zen, they stopped the motion, and now they're able to still have the ball on the green zone.
Oxygen really trying to prevent any kind of clear. One eventually does come for Vitality. Even Radosa not getting that 50, but then scooped up by Zen. A nice attempt on the carry. Another demo as well.
Good communication, allowing Ixo now to cook a little bit. I mean, he was hot against Ground Zero, so I think it's a smart thing to do to let him have the ball out. Was it? Good shot by Jorius. The ball isn't going anywhere. Archie has an opportunity, but he was sent with the save.
Yeah, everyone got reset just in time as Archie caught the ball. Ixo pops it over one.
Nice.
He said let him cook. Well, here he goes. What's he got to put on the plate? Not much yet.
Yeah, I think he was going for the pass, and maybe a little bit awkward. Maybe he didn't expect it to get that far away on the play. But still, a much better Oxygen than when we saw in game number 1.
Still Vitality. Radosin just driving forward. And taken back. Oh, the bump for Radosin. But Zen just going to move the ball forward. Radosin in position and not going to get a chance at the ball.
Excellent save by Archie, reading that play. I certainly didn't read it as well as Archie did. I thought Zen was going to do something else.
And Vitality still pushing forward. A lot of time still spent in the orange. Oxygen, to their credit, not getting starved on boost as often. So you're seeing them get into those challenges in the third. And they get a couple more clears than they were able to get in game number 1, but still losing the ball. Radosa has a demo for some space, knows it, but off the bar.
God, Ronaldinho, you had to make that one. You had to put it a little bit lower. Now there's opportunity for Ixo to shoot on the net. It also misses the crossbar, just making too many saves on this game.
That was a shoot and pray moment for Ixo. Just send it down, maybe you get it. Maybe it bounces weird, maybe a mistouch happens afterwards, but now Archie on the carry. Does he come online? That one taken out again, but a chance for Oxygen to set up that pressure.
Once you set up the pressure, you know, the idea is to starve your opponents with a boost. I mean, with no boost, basically, which is something that Oxygen has not been able to do. Vitality has remained every single moment, every single time, with enough boost in their tanks to get a good clear, to make the pass, to make the saves, which have been great so far. So kudos to Vitality, you know, playing very smart so far. Even though the pressure from Oxygen is much better than game number 1, they still remain very calm and collected with their, you know, boost usage.
Oh, love this from Ixo, but it's off the post. Another shot way too weak, taken away. Oh, such a beautiful setup from Ixo, and finally they find the net.
Finally, they were able to do so. And, you know, it was attack after attack after attack. And this time, I mean, look at the boost. This is the one time where Vitality, you know, was struggling, actually, you know, composing and maintaining the enough levels of boost in their tanks. So good play by Oxygen involving absolutely everyone. They realized, okay, this is not Vitality's best moment. We gotta attack and we gotta make it count.
Oxygen riding that momentum from the Joria's win in ones. Radosin gonna try to chip his way across. Joria's gets a little bit of space, but didn't have boost, so we'll pop it away. Maybe Oxygen gets set up. Gotta get by Radosin first. Tough task indeed, but they get back.
Nice one, Majorius. Going back as fast as he did. Now Archie trying to go, I mean, a little bit awkward. I wasn't expecting it. I thought he was going to over, but no, he kind of missed or faked the miss, and it was great to get the clear. However, Team Vitality very close to the net right now. Sen is going for the bumps. Didn't work out too well. Jorius trying to get the clear, but Alpha on the way, not allowing it. And Sen again, just bothering. I mean, Sen is multiplying and getting everywhere on the field.
Does get to that. No boost left for him. Oxygen hanging on to this lead. Vitality did not have the same pressure. And Ixo breaks the gauge. A beautiful goal.
The MVP from the previous series now doing MVP things, right? How can I put this ball as fast as I can on the net? Pinch on the way.
That was a hot one. Well, Vitality, you're going to be being put down. Literally every single person that made a prediction bracket that had predictions, not a single one of them had Vitality losing in their first series. I don't think any of us would have had it, but that's the beauty of crew battles, is it's going to feel a little different. It's going to be a little different. And Oxygen, they just got to find a way to win this 2v2 coming up. And they're going to take Vitality down to the lower bracket. Can they get it done? because this 3v3 is over, and Oxygen have taken the dub.
Unexpected. Really unexpected. Okay, so we see game number 1 go all the way Vitality. Game number 2, they choose 1v1s, which, you know, a lot of people might think is crazy. Works their way. Oxygen, you know, Joreuz makes it work. And now on game number 3, just using whatever momentum Joreuz was able to get in that 1v1 match, and it seems like, you know, everyone was playing with so much better. And I brought this point before. How do you coach crew battles, right? But it seems, you know, like maybe the coach had a lot of time to talk to the other 2 people that were not playing, you know, on the 1v1 and telling them exactly what to do on the 3v3.
I mean, we saw it in the highlights. Ixo is conducting the train for Oxygen. He's setting up those plays. Archie finished 1, and Oxygen now in the 2v2, which for Oxygen should be Joreuz Ixo, and for Vitality, Zen +1. To me, I feel like Radosin is a good choice, but I don't know. Alpha, he hasn't really been at the forefront in this series. But really, I don't think you can go wrong with any combo for Vitality.
I would say it's Zen Radosinho. Radosin is a very selfless player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So very allowing, but who knows? I mean,
Archie,
Ixo
okay.
and Archie, they remain with the same duo that they did against Ground Zero.
That's true. It was
Yeah.
Archie, not Joreuz.
Yeah.
My
I mean,
bad.
I would have gone Joreuz after that 1v1 masterclass.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, but they decided to go, oh, wow. Okay, Alpha got
Is
it.
No, it's not. Almost. He still got the ball, though. Hang on. Is this one in? Dunk? Nah, he got 2 defenders in net. And great follow-up challenge as well. Archie and Ixo gonna get it done. After Joreuz won that 1v1, can they handle Vitality in the 2v2? Alpha. It's gonna be the compliment here to Zen. Just put that high up, knowing that there's really nowhere to go in the net.
Yeah, definitely. A calculated play going a little bit high there. Maybe maybe he was expecting to keep control of the ball, but that's it. Oh, that was close. I thought that maybe it was an open net, but what a shot by Zen.
It's risky to go for that fake
Yes.
there. You don't have a 3rd man backing you up,
Yes.
so if you're gonna fake the aerial, you better get contact on the ball as the follow-up. They did not, and an easy counterattack there for Vitality.
That's the main difference, right? In 2v2s and 3v3s, not having that 3rd person back. So when you go for the, you know, take the pass from your teammate, you gotta be very sure that you're gonna get there first and that your shot, that your hit is not gonna get countered easily.
And your threes brain, it's more likely to be turned on by accident.
Yes.
When you have control of the ball, you're working in a rhythm with your teammate, and then you leave a ball in midfield by accident and it's in your net, right? Or like we saw earlier. So it's just a lot riskier to play aggressively.
Ooh.
This time Oxygen just couldn't really get a touch. Saw Ixo in a tough spot, tried to clear it, and Archie just got out-challenged by Zen, who got a perfect pop to Alpha.
Yeah, it seems like Ixo thought about going after the ball, but Zen was very close to it, so he decided to stay on the net, maybe for waiting for the pass or something. Still, I'm not criticizing him at all. It's just Alpha, you know, taking advantage of that situation and putting a very strong shot on the net. So right now, I mean, we're saying that maybe Alpha wasn't doing so much in the previous matches. Don't wake him up, you know, let him sleep a bit. It looks like he's getting stronger as the time goes on, and Zen showing up here once again, you know, what Zen can do.
This could be some trouble for Oxygen. It is early in this 2v2, but that game 5, if we get there, there's no guarantee Oxygen keep it that tight and win again. Vitality, Zen and Alpha, they punish Oxygen a couple of times. They get one of their own. Alpha just going for the laser. It's taken out again.
And Zen is not gonna allow the ball to get anywhere close to the orange, to the green zone. So good pressure in the midfield by Zen. Now defending that ball, it's gonna be Ixo passing, letting Archie now cook a little bit. Archie against Alpha. Alpha, great 50, and Zen is gonna take the ball back into his hands. Another shot now, maybe a pass for Archie. Oh, so close!
That one's in.
Okay.
He got it.
He was able to clean it up.
He got a perfectly favorable bounce, and no problem for Ixo to put it in, but Archie's really hoping he can solidify it. Luckily, he's got a teammate on the right side. And now they bought themselves tons of time here. 2v2, a little more higher scoring. than your 3v3 counterpart. So let's see what Oxygen can do on this attempted comeback. They do get the first ball. They don't get contact, and Zen is forced to put it up with no boost. And that one's easy for Zen to handle, put it up high, and give Alpha a chance on the counter.
As you said, easy for him to handle. Although he didn't have any boost, he wasn't able to get a powerful shot. So maybe a little bit more pressure on Oxygen would have been a great strategy on that situation. However, I mean, I'm talking hindsight right now, so I can say whatever. And players didn't have that luxury that I'm having right now. So, Zen against Archie in the air. Archie not able to save it. Oh! Good thing that Ixo was waiting there, and not putting all the eggs in one basket, not just expecting Archie to be able to save everything. He was there to help his teammate.
Zen not able to get the ball moving in the direction he wanted. Didn't get enough off of his flip reset. Ixo looking for Archie. Archie decides to leave. Needed that boost, that hundo. And Alpha, he's had a couple of nice ones today. That game one, he had that redirect. And then the fake as well. This time, the power shots have gotten it done for him. Oh, everyone's trying for the 6 shots today. The pogos, the plan Bs, they're slightly different. Maybe I gotta clean up on that one. I'm gonna get him confused one day. There's a nice one. Ooh, Alpha, making him jump, and nice coverage there from Oxygen.
Waited a little bit too long, and then Oxygen was able to save that one. The ball is keep moving forward. There's a chance for Archie. Archie going for the pass a little bit too wide for Ixo. He gets eliminated from the play, and Zen with nothing in the tank, but still gonna move forward. He was, I think, trying to get the ball towards Alpha, and the bump between them two.
Well, there it is.
Oh my God, that was such a great play.
Through the smoke for Ixo. And Archie's the flame. Nice one. Alpha spawns right there. Zen's coming across. An unfortunate spawn for Alpha. And a complete total collision for Vitality. Oxygen one away here, Chamaco.
Yes. I mean, they've been holding strong after that third goal from Vitality. It seems, they started very weak on defense, but they have been able to get stronger as we talk. And now, of course, Caster Curse.
He doesn't miss those.
No, he doesn't.
Sorry. You lose that one. He gets the freebie touch. He won that 50. And Archie was Ixo was nowhere close to getting to him. He tried to rush it, but way too late.
We gave him too many flowers to Oxygen in that moment, and then, Zen got jealous. So he decided to, take it on his shoulders and get the 4th goal.
Still a little time for Oxygen, but Alpha takes it away again. Oh,
What's he doing?
a little tricksy. He's trying the tricks, man. Look, Zen's got this one. With a reset to get over one. Beautiful from Zen, but Alpha couldn't go. He set that one up just to get the quick win over the first defender, and there's the 5th goal. Zen will pick it up. This one looks like it's going 5.
You make a fool out of us, getting those demos. Okay, we're gonna demo you as well and leave the net wide open. We can demo as well. It's not a big deal. So Vitality now 3 up once again. After Oxygen was trying to climb up and tie the match, seems like it's not gonna happen here, and we're gonna go to game number 5.
Now it comes down to the 3v3 for Oxygen. They win the last one, but Vitality coming in, Alpha and Zen playing with a bit of moxie in this 2v2. Maybe something that is what's foreshadowing going into game number 5. But Oxygen have made this a fight, and I don't know how many would have picked this going 5. Alpha will pick up a 6th just to make him think about it. And yeah, we're going the distance.
I mean, it's the best thing right now, because the first 2 matches, going 3-1, both of them, it's about time. We had a game number 5, and it's very suited for this moment, because everyone has been saying, all the time that Vitality just way over everyone else. And it's good to see that, Oxygen, a team that has lows and highs, they're having a high right now, and they're being able to go toe-to-toe against Vitality.
I'm curious how they're going to keep that pressure up. The big thing for them is not getting boost starved when they do get those clears, actually being able to utilize them. The demos played a big factor, the physical game for Oxygen in the last 3v3. But can you keep the ball away from Vitality? Because they're the best at playing keep away, Vitality are. Oxygen, you're able to get 1. We know how Vitality are. They'll give you 1. They might even give you 2. But Well, they can't. I guess they can't afford to give you 2 here. They got to win this one.
I like the scene I'm watching right now. It seems like they're very focused. They have a they have a goal. They have a target in their minds. They made the changes they needed on game number 3. I'm expecting a very close game number 5. I can't say it's going to go for Oxygen. I can't say it's going to go for Team Vitality. But this is unprecedented so far. Only, like I said before, only 2 teams have been able to do this to Vitality before, which are BDS and K-Corp. And now Oxygen, showing that they are not a weak link in the EE region.
Just to give you an update on what's going on the B stream, Team BDS took down Twisted Minds 3-1, and I'll just keep going as we pause the game. Gen G versus Monkeys is currently underway. Gen G took the first 3v3. Monkeys taking down Ninjas in Pajamas 3-0 earlier in the first round of Group B, and now Gen G, bit of a tougher opponent for them. That's what's going on there on the B stream. You can check that out. Squad streaming on Twitch. You just hit that little squad button. You'll have both streams up. It's a beautiful thing. Just like Ixo, mid-air, mid-flight. How is this smoke trail like next to his car? That doesn't make any sense. Do you see that?
It's a condensation.
Wait, condensation on the side?
Yeah, the water is getting...
I don't know where...
It's your face.
But it's oxygen. They're not water. They're air.
But there's water in the air.
There is water in the air, but that's not the oxygen.
I'm not talking about the oxygen.
There's another molecule there,
Yeah, but there's an H.
Right, but there wasn't an H there. Why was his boost trail next to his car? It made no sense to me. Psionics, explain. I don't know. Maybe it was the pause. Who knows? Another shot. We start the game.
That's why they paused, basically. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. They were like, well, that doesn't make sense. We need to get that figured out. Ixo gonna drop it back down. Can he be the centerpiece again for Oxygen? The biggest factor. You said it before, Chimako, the MVP of the last series for them. And really effective in the last 3v3. It has to be so here again. Joria's quick pre-flip in front of the ball. Nice shot. Ixo gets the goal, but all set up by Joria's.
All set up by Jorius, but Jorius by himself was not going to make the shot. So Ixo being there, that was a goated. Rodolzinho was expecting the shot from Jorius, but not the shot from Ixo. So I mean, whenever you have only one defender and 2 options in attacking, it makes it very awkward on the defender, and that's exactly what happened to Rodolzinho on that situation. So very good start for Oxygen right now in game number 5.
Definitely one they needed for the momentum, for the mental. Deep clear for Vitality. Forced them back. Ixo called off on the play. And again, Oxygen managing the clear well. Oh, and Ixo tried to line that up. I'm not completely sure how to attack it. Didn't want to just jump at the 50 line. Didn't like where that was going to end up.
Jorius has a very good position. Well, okay, maybe I thought he was going to a little bit faster, but no, it was the Alpha's ball. Zen, with the pre-jump, was able to hit the ball, keep it near the orange end zone. Radosin up high, that shot, a great block by Jorius, I think it was. Zen still on the play. What a beautiful 50. I thought Ixo was gonna have the advantage in that 50, but no, Zen somehow wins it and keeps the ball in attacking situation.
Everyone running low on boost here on Oxygen. 16-5-0. They're on small pad duty. Quick pass. Bounce shot for Radosin. Vitality tie it up.
This is the thing. They trust each other. You see how Radosin is camping basically there. He's waiting. He got the parking on the car and just waiting for the pass because he trusts Alpha to be able to put it there. And he didn't have to do much. Just wait for the right moment for the hit, and then just jump and get the shot on the net. So this is the great thing about Vitality, that every single one of them trust each other so much that they can be in the right place at the right moment.
Vitality seeing all of Oxygen sitting in the midfield. What do? Hit it high, keep it close, look for a better angle. Oxygen flow right with the rotation. Now another shot! Archie sends one flying!
Wow, what a laser beam. 120, no, dude, that's impossible to stop that close to the net.
That's hard.
Yeah, Zen had the right idea. He was close, he had the right idea. Archie, he did everything right. I mean, put it as far away as from Zen as you can, hit it as hard as you can, and that, okay, open net here.
Wow. Well, hang on, we need to see the replay on this one.
What's going on?
Our kickoff goes off to the side. Radosin, look. Uh-oh. He jumped, hoping he could get the read, but Archie had him read and just shot it straight on target. He saw Radosin all day on it.
Yeah.
You see him that high, you're like, okay, well, come back down. Good luck.
Good luck with that.
They just gave him a free one.
So all of a sudden, things are not looking so good for Team Vitality, the favorite here, the world champion. The team that hasn't lost since they have Zen on their roster. I mean, they have lost two series, but they haven't lost any tournament so far. So
And just to save Radosin a little bit of flack, he probably was expecting a 50.
Ooh. What a save!
And Archie gets the follow-up clear as well. He had no boost, and somehow prevented Vitality from getting in just enough, and Oxygen get another clear.
I think that was a contender for Dr. Suleiman's Al Habib save.
I think so.
Yeah.
Through the smoke, that one's always difficult. But here comes Vitality, no power on the reset, really no touch on the reset. He just let it go. Archie has to avoid a bump, has to let the ball go.
That was a good demo, Radosin just keeping himself on the ball, not allowing the clear to happen. Now Zen against Archie. Good one by Ixo, just being there on the right moment. Not allowing, I mean, it's like the roles have changed a little bit here. It's Oxygen being able to make the pressure count and not let the ball, not let Vitality get a clear on the ball.
Well, Oxygen, wow, they're dictating the pace right now. Great pass over to Ixo. Now Ixo with 12. They just give it to him for free. Trying to squeeze that ball in the corner. He's not quite letting him do it. Zen backwards, got the flip, but Oxygen keep the ball, keep the pressure. They're up by 2 and time is ticking down on the clock for Vitality. Up again, and Oxygen, they get deleted. A push towards the net, but nobody from Oxygen is gonna let that one through. A massive clear.
And now, about 1 minute, about 70 seconds, 70, right? Seconds here on the clock. Up 2 for Oxygen. Radosin. Trying to get creative on the air. Zen is gonna catch that one. Maybe Alpha is there. No, he was too late on that one. And now Archie with nothing in the tank, but was able to get the clear. That's all they needed. I mean, whatever. We don't have anything on the tank, but if you can get the clear, if you can get the pressure out of yourselves, now they're making it count. And once again, putting the pressure. It's a different Oxygen. I mean, they have made so many changes that it's, the difference is night and day from game number 1 to game number 5.
They're getting the challenges so much quicker. They've completely shut down Vitality's aerial game. 28 seconds, Oxygen. Are we gonna see our first upset of the tournament? I think we just may. Look, he's sitting downfield. He just lets it go. Another free ball. Oh, Archie knows it too. He takes it, he takes the boost. The ball's back out again, and Oxygen hanging on to this. Do Vitality have anything left in the tank? No, Archie takes it out, pinches it across, and there's just not enough time left for Vitality. A demo. Give them some space, but Oxygen are in their face. Nothing for them. Oxygen have done it. The first upset. They take down the reigning world champions, Vitality, and send them down to the lower bracket. Don't even give them a pick-me-up, though. Why not? Fist bumps all around, boys. You move on to the upper bracket final.
They're not even happy. They're like, we knew it. We knew it. That's fine. They're not celebrating. They just beat the world champions.
Jorius can't believe it. He's like, wait, we won?
Nah, Jorius knew it. I mean, at the point when you choose the 1v1 to be the second match, Jorius know it.
That's what I'm saying. The ego pick worked, man.
Yes, it does.
I'm so excited about that. What a series from Jorius, and I mean, what a series from Oxygen. We'll go to them in a little bit, but I am curious. I think Oxygen, the analysts, are going to have a hard time picking an MVP for this match.
It is.
Because, like, you could... I'd be okay with them just giving it to Jorius just for beating Zen in the 1v1.
Yes.
Like, acceptable, right? But, like, Ixo, again, man, like, was just so... And then Archie in the
So
last
smart.
3v3, like, absolutely locked Vitality down. And
He was so smart, especially when they had the lead in not giving the ball away, just being able, okay, so instead of shooting towards the net, let me put it to the side, and keep control of the ball a little bit longer. We're in the lead. We don't have to push forward. We don't have to risk anything. So those are things that they count a lot at this point. And, that the 1v1 still resonates very strongly in my heart. Jorius against the, many say he's the best in the world.
yeah, no, I love that. Oh, that's such a good goal. Hanging on to his reset. Zen had to bite, and then Obviously, the last mistake kills him, but and then that right there, oh, that's gotta feel bad for Zen. But and Ixo in the 3v3. Just like that's why I feel like you could make an argument for all three players. After that first 3v3, you know, 2v2, Alpha was insane. Alpha and Zen, they really just didn't give Oxygen any chances. Zen did his thing. Alpha had some hard shots. Oxygen really dismantled in that game, but then at the very end, the 3v3, we saw Chimako. A great closer.
I mean, very exciting close-up. And, you know, people are if you're still undecided, is Crew Battle a good format? You know?
Crew Battle's so fun, man.
Yeah.
This is a great argument for Crew Battles.
Exactly.
Oh, man. And that shot from Archie, what was that, 140 or something like that? I mean, man absolutely smacked the ball. And then they never gave it up.
And there it is, Team Vitality finding their way down into that lower bracket. They'll face off against the Gladiators later on. But we kind of talked about it, and I think maybe other people might have had in their mind, James.
I'm shocked.
This could have. Are you?
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, I actually am shocked. Like, I think the thing that was really drove it home to me was, or for Oxygen, and you know, maybe people should have taken it, you know, going into the series was Joreuz saying, I'm confident. I'm confident.
Right.
And there's one thing to say you're confident. There's another thing to pick 1v1s into Zen and then win.
Right.
You know, to me, that was the linchpin of the series for Oxygen. If Zen wins that game, you know, the series is going to Vitality. Joreuz, he has to be the MVP for that performance. And then, you know, to take Vitality down 2 games in a row and 3v3 as well, this Oxygen team, everyone at home is thinking, where was this before?
Yeah, right.
Where was this before?
Right. And that maybe was what we were talking about. You talked about maybe Oxygen being inside their own head throughout RLCS, but you come into this, just a one-off event here, really one opportunity that they get here against Vitality, and they absolutely crush it. And you said it, that 1v1 I think really set the tone for Oxygen moving forward in this series.
Right, because the argument is like, okay, maybe it wasn't Crew Battles because they won a majority of the 3v3s still. So they were just out there performing, but I think the crux was definitely the momentum gained through the 1v1.
Yeah, they are a deep squad. You know, all of them can play at every game mode, and they showed it. They showed it right there with this win against Vitality. A huge victory. So it's I think everyone at home surprised, shocked. We knew that Oxygen had it in them, but we were so used to Oxygen, you know, having the skills but not delivering on the pitch, and they delivered. They delivered this series.
Well, speaking of delivering, it's time for our SDC play, and that delivery was, James, you mentioned it too before, it was Joreuz, man, that 1v1. We're just putting the whole thing. The whole 1v1, Corelli is going in.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. We mentioned it briefly that there have been series between Joreuz and Zen that have gone the distance. There have been series that have slipped away from Joreuz against Zen as well. Putting it together on land, because those series that we're referencing are online.
Right.
Putting it together on land in the second game of the series, knowing you're going up against the Goliath that is Zen in the 1v1, and to do it the way he did, I feel like Joreuz really putting his foot down here and making a statement, not only here in the series, but of course in this tournament.
Oh, and just defensively in this 1v1 game, there were so many situations where Zen was on the ball, he had a little bit of space, and you're thinking, there's no way Joreuz stops this guy.
Yeah.
And he did, and was able to turn around in a few situations. It did go all the way down to those final moments. Zen let the ball drop off of his car, but overall, I thought Joreuz had such a well-rounded game. And Oxygen, with this big upset, really throws this group into chaos.
Yeah, and you call it out too. Again, James, Joreuz being the MVP. You're right. Arcadia MVP has to go to Joreuz. Look at him over there. He's on your side, Corelli. Say hi.
Hey, I'm Joreuz now.
Just assume his identity. Yeah, I mean, we showed the 1v1 and just that being the crutch, James, of this entire series for them. I think we saw Archie right after that 1v1. I saw Archie's face go,
he did smile.
Like he looked relieved after that because he knew that his team could pull together.
Yeah, and now just looking ahead in the group, it's going to be pretty interesting. You know, they play the winner of 2 NA teams. Oxygen, can they keep this hot streak going? We know G2 for me looking ahead is going to be interesting how they handle ones, if they even have to, or if Optic's going to have a hot hand. But Oxygen now, they really have to close out this group though. Like after getting a win like this, you gotta qualify through the upper.
Absolutely. And what's important here is, as we talk about Crew Battles, Of course, you're going to have the 1v1s and the 2v2s, but winning the majority of the 3v3s that's what's going to win you the series. At the end of the day, you can do whatever you want in the 1v1s and the 2v2s, but taking 2 games off Vitality out of 3 of the 3v3s, that's great work from Oxygen and very promising here in this format.
Again, Joreuz, your MVP for the match here, and that's going to carry so much confidence going forward. Of course, they have to wait for a G2 Optic to figure out who they're going to play there, but we said it before, it doesn't get easier, but maybe for Oxygen it might?
It might be the one case,
yeah, well, I mean, for Oxygen, it's going to be now a game of consistency. They got this big win, but, you know, like I was saying before, I really feel like most of their problems were mental. And this is going to be such a massive boost to the ego, to the mental. You're going to believe in yourself now. Now you're going to believe that maybe we have the best 3v3 team here, and maybe we got the best ones player too. He just knocked Zen off the table.
And I'm glad I mentioned Snasky's quote. He did it. Third loss.
Anyways, now for them, they're going to have to wait, as I mentioned, for the next matchup. Optic Gaming and G2 Esports are coming up right after this break.